Hello everybody, I'm back. What's the right angle here? Is this good? That's good. Yeah, I am gonna start posting on YouTube again, and I wanted to start with another one of these car vlogs. I'm not gonna edit this one either. I'll let it run for 5 to 10 minutes, just stream of consciousness. Kind of what's on my mind and why I'm creating again, why I went away, what happened in life. I think I think the last one I did was still in LA, right? Like since then I moved to New York, huge. I started working for Clubhouse, that voice app that went huge and then, isn't as huge anymore. And then I also got laid off from there 3 months ago now. But fortunately I was, they took care of us, like had a decent severance package, been good. But I think the big takeaway for me was that I don't really want to go back to corporate America. I think I knew that going into Clubhouse, but just needed the structure and money. But now I'm really ready to build that structure, community, internal motivation for myself. Because from the work perspective, I already knew that I'm not happy. It's not even working for someone else. I just like having control of what I build and why. And obviously in a scaled environment that becomes a lot more difficult. But anyway, I'm already diving in, but I moved to New York. No. I did do one when I was in Jersey. I decided to settle in New York. Being at home in Jersey with the parents, very difficult. I would rather pay New York rent. I'm not in the midst of things, so I have a decent apartment for not that expensive. And then with Clubhouse money, it was very affordable to live in, or not very, but pretty affordable to live in New York. But now I'm, budgeting because I'm more solopreneur route. I'm in New York because as we get older, we understand the value of being with our parents, spending more time with family. So that meant a lot to me. And I have enjoyed reconnecting with my New York friends as well. I think I already miss LA. I think a lot of what I want to do in content, especially now that I'm focused on content again, is in LA. I think though, in terms of the drive and the ambition, the hustle, I really do like the people, my people anyway. My network in New York is more so generally like that. My network in LA was a lot more Hollywood, like corporate Hollywood. And I think it's a little bit different vibe. But I miss LA, the city, a lot. I like having space and sun and nature and I can drive and park in New York somehow. But I'm also doing this in my car because I'm sitting in New York in my car for alternate side parking. But I miss LA, and maybe I'll eventually get back there. But I'm in New York, that's why. Okay, why was I off content? I think I just didn't have, it's two things. One, I just didn't have to drive at that time, and it's not even the drive, it's the conviction and the vision to put in what you need to put in to have a successful YouTube channel, TikTok channel, all those things. It's a lot of work. It's a lot of meta learning, which I love all those things. But at that time, I started at Clubhouse last April, so April 2022. I really just wanted the win. I wanted to feel smart. I wanted to feel like I was doing all the right things. I wanted corporate daddy to tell me oh, good job, buddy. You did the project. You're doing well. And that's why I think entrepreneurship is hard. That's why life is hard, to be honest. Because after school, our parents stopped telling us good job or no, we got to invent meaning and purpose and direction for ourselves, right? And I think I basically relapsed into my workaholism. That's one way to put it. Clubhouse was great in a lot of ways. I learned a ton. I got a great Silicon Valley network, but this is not Clubhouse's fault. It's more so my fault of relapsing into caring way too much about my ego, my standing, my status, my contribution, my impact, my goodwill at that company and spending way more than 40 hours a week at that company. When going in, my thesis was I would be a B+ performer there, and then I would spend the rest of the time on content. It very much became like, let me try and be an A+ player again, really try and get this company to sale or IPO and like 10xing again, get network in and like build rapport with the CEO enough that like I'm one of his go-to people. Like I was in that banker mode again that I tried to force onto Hulu as well. And I think that was a mistake. I think that is one path, but I know, well, that voice probably correct. But I knew that, like, I think I would be much happier building my own companies and like building a content business, let's say through YouTube, and becoming a millionaire humbly versus becoming a 20 millionaire if I had stayed at, let's say, Clubhouse, and got that company to exit at like a really nice multiple or something. That's just not, I already know that wasn't my path, but like I think I just let myself believe that it was a viable one because it was a very safe and shiny one that, you know, you put in front of other people and they're like, wow, good for you, I understand that path. A lot of my white collar network still doesn't understand the path of, you're gonna do what on TikTok and YouTube? That's nice, I guess. You know, they'll get it if and when I like succeed to a certain extent and have cash flow and scale, but it's foreign to my community, which I also think is why it's so important to develop a community of other business owners and entrepreneurs and like hustlers and actors and creators when you're doing these things. And I have those things going now, because while it wasn't my first time going into entrepreneurship last time that I was really trying to dig into YouTube, I hadn't respected the effort that it takes to build your infrastructure of like discipline, like daily routine, like treating your self-employment as a job, and also building a community of entrepreneurs and other creators around you. I'm realizing is super important for like the psychology. Because imagine having to every day fight and build the grit enough to like believe in yourself and like build the content. That's super hard. Like, you don't go to work every day because you're jazzed about your job and project every day. You do it because you created an external obligation onto yourself. And a lot of what my friend has been telling me that is a business owner is like, dude, you need to create not fake, but like you need to create synthetic external obligation onto yourself. And I think there's a lot of truth to that. I think it can, I think it can get you on the foot. What is the phrase? I think it can backfire in some ways too, but I think it's good advice to generally, if I surround myself with other entrepreneurs and I am slacking and just like kind of dilly-dallying, I can lie to myself and say that that's okay, but my entrepreneur friends will definitely call me out. Anyway, I'm at the 9-minute mark. That's where I'm at. I will continue to post on YouTube. Thank you for subscribing, the people that have subscribed in the last year that I've not really posted. Please leave in the comments if you are watching this. Thank you. Please post in the comments if you have like requests or like where you would like to see the channel go. I'm really thinking about doing more vloggy stuff like this just to get my reps in and like get in the habit of creating again, not giving a fuck what to post, like getting rid of my perfectionism. But also there will be more Excel stuff, but there will also be more like conceptual career stuff, like lessons I learned, lessons I wish I had known when I was in college or like early career, and like these video essays around those things. That's kind of where I have in mind. And on YouTube, I'm comfortable posting both of those pieces of content. On TikTok, I'm less so because you kind of need to stick to one niche. But yeah, anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.